Hello everybody, it's Numerologist Michelle Buchanan. Welcome to December 2019, the final month of the year. And I have your forecast for you coming up very shortly. And just before I do, I want to tell you about some Christmas special offers that I've got going. First and foremost, my 30-minute personal readings with me that can be done via Skype, WhatsApp, FaceTime, or regular cell phone in New Zealand. For people all over the world, they're half price. They're normally $150 or 150 New Zealand dollars for people in New Zealand, or 150 US dollars for people outside of New Zealand. They are half price. Just for the month of December, that's $75. And these can also be used as a gift voucher for a Christmas gift for somebody else. All right, they have no expiration date. They can be used anytime. So if you've really been always wanting to have a reading with me, you haven't had one yet, you can't afford a full one or even a full half hour, you know this is a good deal for you. And for those returning customers that have already had readings from me, absolutely loved it and would like to, get one for future use, go for it. All right, there are only limited numbers available because I can only do so many readings, of course, and these things sell like hotcakes. So it's a Christmas special offer to you that's half price. Just email me, okay, michelle@positivepower.co.nz, or go to my website and go contact Michelle and inquire, and I will reply as soon as I can. Secondly, I am doing 2 for the price of 1 of my full numerology forecast reports, 12-month forecast report. It's a PDF, about a 30-page report of your complete numerology chart of all the numbers in your chart, plus a 12-month forecast for each of the 12 months of the year. They make a great gift. They are 2 for $25. Okay, and just go to my website, purchase your first report as normal. They are a numerology chart, the personality profile and 12-month forecast chart or report. That's $25, buy it as normal, and then I will reply with your report. I'll send you your first original order, and then I'll ask for the details of the free second report. These are a great Christmas gift as well. And if you're going to buy a gift for someone else, it's only $12.50 for a personalized, unique, special, really helpful and informative gift for somebody else for Christmas. All right? Right, business. That's all the business out the way. Let's get on to the exciting stuff about your forecast. So first of all, guys, we're going to calculate your personal year number for 2019. How we do that is we add the month and day of your birth date to 2019. All right, now 2019, a little tip here, is a number 3. So we're basically going to add the month and day of your birth date to number 3. All right, just to keep it nice and easy. So let's have a little look at how we can do that in an example. So let's use the birth date March 28. We can add March 28 to number 3. So we're going to go 3 plus 2 plus 8 plus 3. All right, 3 plus 2 plus 8 plus 3. That actually adds up to 16. And the second rule of thumb is add any double-digit numbers together until you get a single number between 1 and 9. So in the example here, 16, we go 1 plus 6 equals 7. So that's a 7 personal year. Once again, you're going to add the month and day of your birth date to number 3. Keep adding any double-digit numbers together until you eventually get a single number between 1 and 9. And that single number between 1 and 9 is your personal year number for 2019. All right? All right. Let's get started with the forecast, starting with personal year number 1. All right, you guys are going to be finishing off the year with a bang. And that means that there's no rest for the wicked. Okay, so that means that this month of December is going to be quite busy for you. So there's still work that needs to be done. All right, so what I want you to do this month is to do whatever needs to be done in your personal life, within your own self, with your health and well-being, with everything that needs to be done to get yourself and your life in order. All right, and that may mean to do with work. It may mean to be in relation to your finances. It may be in relation to organizing and tidying up some of the relationship issues in your life. It may be to do with, organizing your finances. It may be to do with getting your act together with, doing better in your work, getting on top of your work, or just getting yourself sorted out so that you can find new work. coming up in the new year. Everyone's life experience and life situation is different. And so this combination numbers will have different meaning for different people depending on what's going on. But the main gist of it is head down, bum up for the month of December, take action. There are things that are going to need to be done. Yes, it's an unwinding time when the holiday period strikes for everybody, but there's still things that need to be done for you. So take it seriously. You know, where there are things that are outstanding that need to be sorted out in your personal life or in your career or around you with health, well-being, family, friends, relationships, career, money, whatever, do it. Whatever needs to be done, get off your butt and do it, because this month is saying take action, take action. Don't sweep it under the carpet. Don't run away. Don't be lazy. Don't avoid the problems and bury your head in the sand, because some things will only get worse. And the 4 month, because you're in a 4 month for December, and that's because you're in a 1 year and December is 3, so we had the 1 and 3 and that's how we get the 4 month, is saying do the work. Do what needs to be done. So be organized, be structured, be determined, be focused. When obstacles come up, you're being tested on your perseverance and your dedication and your commitment. So when the going gets tough, the tough get going, not when the going gets tough, the tough cry and run away. Or the tough bury their head in the sand and hope it goes away. This is where you need to be proactive, you need to be serious, and you need to be consistent. All right, so that's your advice for the month of December, is do the work, do the work. But here's the good news. It's going to pay off if you do. All right, it's a building month that will transition right through to next year and ongoing years and months. It's a time where there are opportunities to take steps that will benefit you in the long run moving forward. So you may not always see the results of this effort this month, because it's part of building, part of a structured plan that is over the course of time. All right, so I'll leave that with you. Personal year number 2. So let's have a look at you guys. You guys are in a month. Oh, wow. There is a lot of activity going on for you in the month of December. You're in a 5 month. And how you're in a 5 month is December is a 3, because December is 12 and 1 plus 2 is 3. So December's a 3 and you're in a 2 year. So we have the 3 and the 2 together. And that's how we get a 5 month for you for December in your 2 year. And the 5 is all about progress, movement, and change. All right. And that means anything can happen, and it usually does in this combination of numbers. So it's saying be prepared for things unexpected. It's a bit hard. How do you prepare for the unexpected when you don't expect it? You don't know what the hell it could be. The point of trying to make is be adaptable and flexible, and don't have your plans too set in stone, so that should something unexpected arise, that you're okay, you're able to take care of it. You're not so tied up that it's going to be a massive major drama to be taken off course. All right, know that life knows what it's doing. Trust in the way that things unfold and just go with the flow. It can be a very dynamic and exciting time. So it can be a time where you are encouraged to go on any adventures or do some new things and try new things and meet new people and get out and about. Definitely a combination of numbers to promote yourself. Definitely a combination that says anything can happen, and it usually does. So try out for things you normally probably wouldn't, because you think, oh, there's no point, it's not going to happen to me, or there's no point, I'm not going to get lucky. You could get lucky, so give it a shot. Also a good combination of numbers for any changes that you need to make in your life, changes that need to be made, changing, location or job, or, moving on from a relationship, or changes that need to be made within your own personal growth, changes into your mindset, changes into your habits and actions and bad habits that you've got that need to change to improve yourself in your life. And it's also a good time to take a vacation, so that's nice. That will fall in with Christmas holiday time for many people around the world. And it's also a time where, the unexpected changes could come that you didn't see coming. But like I said earlier, trust in the process, trust that life knows what it's doing, and just go with the flow, and know that if you the path of least resistance will get you into a happier, more peaceful place sooner. So just go with the flow. Don't hold on too tightly to what's been and what was. Just move with what is coming. So I'll leave that with you guys. Okay, let's move on now to personal year number 3. You guys are in a 6 month for December, and that is all about, and it's interesting because it does fall into the Christmas period, so it is a time to focus on the relationships around you. And your personal year number always coincides with the universal year number, so you always get a double impact of that energy because you are always in sync with the universal year number or the world year number. Your personal year number is the same as the world or the universal year number, so you get a double dose. And the month of December is saying pay attention to the relationships around you. And those relationships aren't just, intimate relationships with lovers and partners, and it's with close family members, it's with friends, it's with work colleagues, it's with neighbours, it's with members of the public. It's knowing that you are being asked to be there when you're needed as a shoulder to cry on, or to offer a helping hand to people that you feel need a bit of assistance. For some of you, that may be quite a big thing and quite obvious, and others it may be a minor thing. It may just be a conversation that needs to be had that's going to help someone with advice. You might help someone with advice. It might simply be something where you're just listening, and just sometimes people just need someone they just need to be heard. They just need someone to listen to what's going on in their life. It could be in the lunchroom at work and someone's offloading what's going on in their life, and you just listen, give them the time of day. These small things are big things for some people. It's also saying your relationship issues that are brewing beneath the surface could come to, or could rise to be looked at, could rise to be resolved, or just looked at, or come to a head in this month. So be aware of sort of issues that are brewing beneath the surface. If they do come up and sort of blow up into something, be really diplomatic, be understanding, try and think of the other person's point of view, try and balance, your own ego's desire to be right and to win and to overpower with your soul's intention, which is all about just being peaceful and doing whatever needs to be done to create harmony and to try and create solutions and peace and kindness, and just being understanding of what other people are going through, whether you agree with them or not. Whether you, think they're a complete idiot or not. It's about you learning to be a bit more compassionate, a bit more patient, and a bit more understanding and broad-minded. Okay, also a great time for self-care. So, make sure that you do take time out to nurture yourself, to do what you need to do to feel balanced and at peace. It may be quiet time alone. It may be, for some people, just having a nice bath, or lighting some candles, or going for a walk, or snuggling up with a pet or a good book. Or just ask if someone can help out with some of the things you've got going on and offer you a helping hand so that you can have a bit of balance in your own life. So do what needs to be done to take care of you and your own needs as well. All right, so I'll leave that with you, and we'll move on to personal year number 4 now. So personal year number 4, you are finishing off the year with a month of December that is asking you to go within. So issues may rise that will cause you to question and ask big questions of life, such as, deep and meaningful things, such as, what's going on here? Why does this keep happening to me? What's the meaning of life? What's it all about? What's my life purpose? What do I need in my life to be happy? What is preventing me from being happy? What changes need to be made? So it is a combination of numbers where you are being asked to go within and for self-reflection and self-examination, where you are examining yourself, your behaviors, your limiting beliefs, your way that you live your life, as well as you going within to look at life itself, to look at the universe, to uncover the secrets and mysteries of the universe, to broaden your awareness and your understanding of life itself, where you are looking at, universal laws and how we are governed, and the fact that we are energetic beings. We are energetic beings in a physical body. It's not all about the physical. It's not all about the ego. It's not about the material world and the conventional way of living. There is so much more that we can't see with the human eye that is important here, and you're being asked about this. It's also a month where you need to make time for quiet time alone, for contemplation and having these aha moments and realizations. You can't answer these kinds of questions, and you can't have these big aha moments when you're always distracted, when you're always busy, when you're always talking, when you're always being social, when you're always distracting yourself with, devices and TV and music and people and action and activity and running around all over the show. You need to take yourself away for quiet time alone so that those answers and that information can filter through into your conscious mind. And that's why it's important. Also, it's important for balance. So quiet time alone for rest and relaxation, nature, healing, meditation, reading, Qigong, breathing exercises, mindfulness, yoga, whatever you're into. Health and well-being is at the top of your list for this month also. So I'll leave that with you, and let's move along now to personal year number 5. So personal year number 5, you guys are in a very dynamic combination of numbers at the moment for December, and that is a combination of numbers that says anything can happen, and it usually does. And be aware that for those that are looking at job opportunities, or there can be some people that will get opportunities to do with finances. So it could be opportunities or ideas that come up, either ideas that you have or opportunities that life present to you, that there are opportunities to expand or to change or alter your work goals, opportunities to make more money. Some of you, it's opportunities to spend more money. Either way, don't overspend and budget your finances carefully. Don't overcommit yourself. It's a combination of numbers where you really do want to be very on top of what you think and believe, and how much time and attention you give to worrying. You really need to pay attention to how much and what you worry about and how much it affects you, because every time you worry or you fear or you're living in the past or you're being angry, bitter, jealous, afraid, all these insecure, all these kinds of emotions drain your valuable life force energy. And that valuable life force energy that is becoming drained with those types of emotions, they come out of they're being drained and siphoned from energy that you would otherwise you would get your good health from. It's energy that you would otherwise remain, that sends you good health and vitality. It's energy that connects you with the universe in terms of synchronicity. It's energy that will put you in the right place at the right time. It's energy that you can manifest positive opportunities and outcomes from. So every time you're worrying, you're in those negative emotions, you're siphoning valuable life force energy that would otherwise be to your benefit. So there is a price to pay, and that creates an incentive enough to be on top of what your doubts and worries and fears are, and to pay attention to when you are triggered and what triggers you and what patterns come up and what your patterns of behavior are. Understand that the law of attraction, you attract what you focus your attention on the most, the law of cause and effect. Be on top of all of this, because this is an 8-month that you're in for December, and that is a very powerful manifestation month, and it's also a very powerful month in terms of your own personal life force energy. So direct that powerful life force energy into positive ways. How you can do that is by giving attention to the outcomes you would rather have. It's how you do that is letting go of the fears and worries, and in turn replacing that need to control or that desperation with faith and trust that regardless of what happens or doesn't happen, you will get through and you will eventually be okay. We all need to know that we're all going to go through hard times no matter what. There's no question about that. But we do need to believe and have faith in our ability to get through and to be able to land on our feet and be okay in the long run. There will be awkward times for every one of us, regardless of what numbers we have and what cycle we're in. There are going to be rough times for us all to get through, and that's normal. But it's about understanding and believing in yourself that you have the ability to get through, and that's the main thing. So I'll leave that with you, and I will move on now to personal year number 6. So this month for you is a month of out with the old to make way for the new. So this is a great month to end the year on, because it is a year that's saying, what do I no longer want to carry with me through to the next year in 2020? What have I outgrown? So you want to look at yourself, look at your life, and ask yourself, what have I outgrown? What do I not want to be? Who do I not want to be? What do I not want to have in my life moving forward? Now, for some of us, you have no control over what you don't have of what you have in your life. For example, there might be an extremely challenging person in your life, and there is always going to be that, because the most challenging people in our lives are often our greatest soulmates, because they're in our soul group and they are our soulmate. Soulmates aren't just loving partners that you have, that are the love of your life. Soulmates are people that enable you to grow the most in your life. And so your greatest adversary can be one of the soulmates in your soul group. In fact, they chose to come back in this lifetime to play the bad guy so that you could stretch yourself and grow and learn the most from them being in your life. So they chose, I'll be the bad guy, I'll play the asshole for you just so you can grow the most. But they're actually in spirit form or in soul form, out of the physical body, one of your truest soulmates, closest soulmates, and they're helping you. A lot of people find that hard to get their head around when they first hear that concept. But so it's highly likely a lot of people have someone or someones in their life that they just can't get rid of, that drives them insane. But the fact is, it's about knowing that you can handle them being in your life, because you can't always escape these people, especially if they are your children or family members, things like that, where you really don't have a choice. So you need to have faith in your ability to be able to get through these kinds of people, to get through situations with them. Also have faith that you can get through any difficult problems and challenges that you may be going through in your life also. This is a month where out with the ultimate way for you. So some people, it's saying there are things that you deliberately want to get rid of and end and bring a closure to. It could be people in your life. It could be a bad habit. It could be work related. It could be things that you've grown out of. Other people, it's where you don't see it coming and life knows that it's time for some certain things to end, and you won't know that until they happen. So it's a matter of trusting the life's divine plan. All right, for those that have things that come to an end they didn't see coming, just trust the plan and don't evaluate things from this particular moment. Just define them. It's almost like you can't come to the conclusion of the book that you're reading and whether it was a good book or a bad book until you've really finished the book. So that's what I'm trying to say. Don't judge your life experience until you get to the end of what this, you're going through. Because a lot of the time when these things happen, they're for a huge benefit in the long run, but we don't see it at the time. So just trust yourself and trust your life and have faith. All right? I'll leave that with you. Now let's move on to personal year number 7. Okay. Ava, quiet! Yeah. Sorry guys, I've got, it's a weekend here in New Zealand and I've got my daughter and her friend home and can't really hear myself think because they are talking very loudly. All right, personal year number 7. Personal year number 7, you guys are in a month in December of new beginnings. And it's quite a cool energy actually, because it can be quite a tough year for a lot of you 7s, people that have been in a 7 year. There's been a lot of going within, a lot of personal growth. You might feel a bit held back, like you want to move forward, but you're sort of stuck in limbo. And December will give you a little taste of opportunity and give you some opportunities to take action. So the month of December is saying green light ahead. Let's move forward. Let's take action. So if there are plans that you've got, now you can start putting them in action. Other people, it's more in the ideas phase, planning things for 2020. You would have had some big discoveries this year, some personal growth. You would have hopefully a lot of you would have come from the chrysalis into the butterfly, done a lot of work on yourself this year. And now it's time to sort of put all those changes and all of those improvements into action and start sort of test driving them. So fresh energy, and it's saying take action, be proactive, be confident, and do the things that you're wanting to do, and look for opportunities as well. Like some people, the opportunities that will present themselves will be loud, clear and obvious, bigger things. Other people, not so much. They're just small, minor things, and you might not even think anything's happening at all, but actually it's quite subtle and things really are happening beneath the scenes. But there is opportunity for breakthroughs, especially for people that have been working on themselves and sort of feel like they're not getting anywhere. You might get some breakthroughs and solutions to problems, and all those sorts of things are there for you. So, take advantage of that. It's all in your attitude. It's all in whether you believe that those opportunities are there or not. So believe they are and have faith, and you will spot them when they arise. So I'll leave that with you, and I'll move on now to personal year number 8. Okay, you guys are in a month in December where it's asking you to slow down, all right? That's very important in the month of December, that you don't force your will on things. Don't force your will on people, that you want to behave the way that you want them to. Don't force your will on life where you're saying, I want this plan to happen. I want things to unfold this way. I want everything to go this way, and push, 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 because it's not the vibration, or the month where if you push, that things will go your way. If you push, it's a vibration where if you push too hard, you'll fall flat on your face. So you've been taught, you've been shown to be patient and to be trusting in this month of December, to trust things on life's schedule. So it's divine timing, not your timing. To trust in the way that things unfold at the speed that it unfolds. So you really want to be patient and get used to things maybe slowing down a bit. So it can be quite frustrating for people, this combination of numbers, because you want to go all guns blazing ahead, but time, it's almost like it's slowed down. So you've been asked to be a good mediator, be good at negotiating, be cooperative, be diplomatic, be understanding, be patient, be tolerant, all those sorts of things. Good combination of numbers for people that are, relationship issues that are brewing beneath the surface to be resolved. It's a time where, those things can come to a head. So be aware if there are issues that are going on with people, they might sort of get worse before they get better. But it's life giving you an opportunity to confront these things, to discuss these things, and to sort of let things maybe blow up or come to the surface so that you know what you're dealing with. And the conversations that have been unsaid can now start to take place, where you start voicing your opinions, you start being honest, and you start getting yourself in a position where you can really get clear about what's really going on and be honest about it, So I'll leave that with you, and I will move on to personal year number 9. Okay, you guys, this is the last month in your year, and it's been a year of out with the old to make way for the new. So throughout this year, you may be feeling like you are wanting to make some fresh changes. You want to move in a different direction, and that's going to be a lot more obvious next year if it hasn't already become obvious to you this year. So it's where already, if you haven't been having ideas and plans in place for new beginnings, then they are going to start to take shape moving into this month and all of next year, because next year is a whole new 9-year cycle, a new beginning for you. So the month of December is saying have some fun, try and make time for fun. It's been a very busy year, pretty full on year, a lot going on, and the month of December is saying try and chill, try and have some fun. It's, obviously there's going to be a bit of Christmas downtime there, and that's great. That's just what you need. It's saying be social, make time for joy in your life, because it sounds on paper like joy and fun is a waste of time, because you can't be productive when you're having fun. You're not making money when you're having fun. You're skiving, you're being lazy, whatever. It's not that at all. It looks like that, and it is that in the physical material world, where it says work, 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 work. You get what you put in, you get out. But in energetic terms, and you are an energetic being, remember, feeling good and joy and doing what makes you feel good and making more time for fun and relaxation energetically revitalizes your soul, and it puts you more in sync with the universe itself. So it puts you in the right place at the right time. It improves your health. It just helps with you with manifesting things you're trying to create in your life a lot more effectively. So there's a lot of benefit to this. And so that's what's being, that's what you're being encouraged to sort of understand in this month of December. It's also a month that's saying communicate more, speak more. This is a month where you need to have conversations to clear the air, to express what you're thinking, express what you're feeling, touch base with people, things that maybe haven't been said that need to be said, conversations that might need to be said to clear the air and to tidy things up, to improve situations. It's a good time to present ideas, to communicate your thoughts about, projects or what ideas, whatever it is. So communication, self-expression, socializing, fun, all that kind of stuff. And of course, new beginnings, new opportunities, new beginnings, especially for next year. So watch out for that and have a great month. And I'll leave that with you, everyone. I hope you have a fantastic Christmas and New Year's. And I will be here on the 1st of January with your forecast for 2020. And if you need me, just hook up to my website and contact me, and I'll be there for you. All right, take care, and I'll talk to you in 2020. Bye.